Okay, for now I will just move on to normal distribution. Okay, so for normal distribution, I will say it is most important probability distribution in statistics due to it fixes many natural phenomena. So, but however, besides normal distribution, right, there are many types of probability distribution as well, like exponential, binomial, Poisson, or what. But however, they can be categorized based on your data. Give an example, like maybe your data are discrete, right? You can use the certain types of the distribution, or when your data are continuous, right? There are also another sets of distribution for you to choose. Okay, so now you can refer this link here to know more about distribution. Okay, so again, so here are more I would say more property of the normal distribution, which it is a symmetric distribution, and extreme values in both tails of the distribution are likely to happen. Okay, and for the typical normal distribution, right? In the center normally is a mean, and where it equals to median and a mode as well. And a standard deviation is a value that measures how spread out of the number it is. Okay, so so how to test for normality of your data? Now I will introduce you a PP plot. So okay, here is a paragraph of simple introduction of the PP plot, and here's a link which I will put below. Okay, so you can read through this to learn more about PP plot, but for me I will just demonstrate you how do you get a PP plot graphs from your data. So remember PP plot, right? Is just you have to do it one by one, which means do it sets by sets. Sorry, okay, what do I mean by one by one? So basically, like my case here, I have 5 columns, right, which is 5 sets of data. So in this case, right, I will just pick up one column to demonstrate you about the PP plot. Okay, so so I just simply copy paste the data here. In this one, I will just remove it because it's not important for the PP plot. Maybe I give the ID for different observations. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, so basically Excel allows you to quickly fill out each quickly fill out the columns. Okay, so okay, now the step 2 is we need to rearrange the data that okay from the smallest to largest. Okay, so now you can see the number is rearranged from 0, which is smallest, to the biggest number. Okay, so from here step 3 is we give a rank based to this data based on their sequence. So 1, 2, 3. Again, we use the autofill option. Okay, yeah, so okay, it's a in this column I call it plotting position. However, actually it is a cumulative probability function, and you can Google cumulative probability function to find out more about this. But in my demonstration, I will just teach you how do you calculate. So Excel again allows you to use a formula, but however do remember to put an equal sign before you want to use your own formula. Okay, so the rank, okay, let's put a bracket cause rank minus 0.5 bracket over, okay, the n here is your sample size. Okay, yeah, right. So to quickly calculate the sample size, right, let's use the count function of the Excel. So we can quickly select the whole column here, and okay, so this is the it is a probability actually. So again, let's use a autofill option. to quickly fill out all the probability here. So as you can see that the probability in this particular column is from 0 to 1. Okay, so that's why it is being named as cumulative probability function. Okay, so in this PP plot, right, we need to calculate the expected value when we assume that these data are normally distributed. So Excel did provide us with the normal distribution function, but I will demonstrate you later. But let's calculate, because in the normal distribution function we need 3 parameters, which you see here is probability, which we just calculated, and a mean and a standard deviation. So maybe let's calculate a mean and standard deviation first. I will just use a shortcut. So how do we calculate a mean? We use the average function. So we quickly select the data. So how do we calculate a standard deviation? Sorry, I forgot to which one. Maybe use this one. I'll just quickly select. So now we have gotten our means and standard deviation. Let's use normal distribution function to calculate the expected value. So probability, mean, and standard deviation. So to use the autofill function, let's put a $sign. So let's just autofill. So how do we use the autofill function, right? Is when you move your mouse here, right, to see a cross sign here, a plus sign here, you just double click your mouse. And the reason why I put a $sign here, right? Because maybe let me demonstrate you without a $sign first. So I put one with $sign, one without $sign. Let's see what happens. So maybe I autofill this field. The number becomes different with just now. So what happened basically is like, remember what happened? So in here, right, the number here, the second argument is referred to a mean, the third argument is referred to the standard deviation for the first calculations. But for the second one, you can see that the second argument, which is a mean, refer to the one below, goes one below. But however, the third argument with the $sign, right, it stay unchanged. So let's look at this one. You can see the second argument, because without the $sign, it moved down again. So that's why when you don't want the argument to be changed, right, you need to put a $sign. So this is how we quickly get all the expected value for all the observations. So how do we plot the PP plot? Basically, we just select the 2 columns. How do you select, right? You just hit, when you move your mouse, you see an arrow, you just click, and when you press Control, you select your original data. Now you go to Insert. I'm lazy, guys, so I just use a recommended charts. So this is a PP plot, but maybe for most, maybe usually you will see a PP plot with a line, right? So in my case, I will just manually draw a line. Sorry. Shit. So I will just manually draw a line. So how do we interpret this graph? So first of all, let's look at this graph, right? So you can see here are many zeros. This is why I don't recommend you to replace the missing data with zeros, because this is what happens when you try to plot some graphs and what the graphs doesn't really provide a, I would say, insightful message for you. Okay, and the other thing is, right, so okay, let's conclude something from this PP plot. Okay, maybe I rename this as PP plot. Okay, so how do we interpret this graph, right? So basically, right, in most of the cases, if 80, more than 85 or 80 or more than 90% of the data are false on the line, right? Are fall on the line, we can say that the data are pretty well normally distributed. But in this data, you can see that the data actually is not really false on the line, right? So we will say that actually we cannot say these sets of data are normally distributed. Okay, and yeah, and that's all for the PP plot.